ready to take your investment game to the next level? Introducing Digital Investor, your ultimate guide to mastering the digital marketplace. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Digital Investor brings you cutting-edge game theoretical strategies, expert insights, and real-time tips and tactics to analyze, evaluate, invest, and grow your wealth. Don't miss out on the digital revolution. Visit www.nickblacknext.com and start your journey with Digital Investor today.
Brandon.
Hey. What a beautiful day.
Hypercycle call.
Yes. Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
I'm not sure what it was about, but it was a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good call. Yeah. A good old call. Very technical. Very verbose. Yeah.
I've noticed some people are that way. Like, I'm pretty concise with my messaging usually, and I'll stop short. Like, you should see my emails. One sentence. Do this. But yeah, some people are that way.
Precision in communication is good. Be precise. Ask precise questions. Get precise answers. Ask sloppy questions. Get sloppy, wide brush, generalized, useless answers.
Vague
as hell. Vague. The only vague should be Vegas, baby. Hooday.
Did you see on Node Market now we have live our change for C8 compatible and fees. So you'll be able to notice the and fees that are listed officially by Hypercycle.
Show it.
Yeah, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up, shall we?
Let's see it.
Oh, where's my old screen share? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Boom, ba-da-doo. There it is. Let's go to check this place out. So we got to go to the and fees. So you'll see a lot of people have these listed. You know what? So we had the original price set at one and fees. I think was what we're doing is $2,100. So you can see right here all these ampies here, and this one has a big check mark, and it says C8 eligible. It says Hypercycle C8 and fee. This was quite complicated because they actually don't have a call in their no surprise, but they don't have a call in their contract to be able to differentiate what's C8 compatible and what's not. But they're like, they told me, they're like, well, you need to let people know what's C8 compatible. I'm like, well, do you guys have a call function for it? They're like, no. Okay, cool. So anyway, we got to figure it out. So now you can see the ones that are C8 compatible. If you buy any of these other ones, you will not have C8 eligibility.
I'm noticing something. You know, we need to make the check mark like bright yellow or something like that.
Oh, maybe green or something. Green would really pop.
Well, it's got to be something, because even green with the blues and the grays, I think you go maybe orange or something. Like, it's got to be very obvious so that people can scan it.
Hey, you know what I'll do?
Can you sort by eligibility?
No, not yet. That would be interesting. Let's see if we can do that too.
Maybe a brighter, maybe a yellow or an orange checkbox, because then you'd be like, oh, when you're looking across the seat. Because even now, if you squint, you have to squint and then really squint. You don't want to squint twice. Like,
you got to know what you're buying. But
this second squint is the second. That's like, dang.
Oh, I agree with you, 100%. 100%. Let me see.
Look at us.
What we could do to make that
in real time.
Yeah, I think the
But the point is, it's awesome that you'll be able to see which are C8 eligible and which are not, and that might help you in your amassing of nodeds.
Yes. Exactly. Dude, we should make that check mark. I don't know what color we're gonna make.
I think yellow, right? Like bright yellow.
Well, you tell me. I'm gonna actually get
yellow,
some.
Listen, yellow goes with blue. So does orange. They both do. I think about McLarens, the soft blue McLarens and the soft blue, like the light blue colored, like the Murawai blue on the McLarens, and there's also kind of a light blue that they'll run on the Lamborghinis, and they work with yellow brakes and they work with orange brakes.
All right, so there's yellow, right?
Okay, go on.
Big difference.
Yeah.
And then you want orange. There's orange. I think
the
yellow pops a little more.
Yellow.
Don't you think?
And then where it says C8 eligible, do we change that to that color too, or no? I think the check is sufficient.
The check really makes it pop. I think that would stand out on that page. So if we took that, let's just say we wanted to take this page over here. So let's go here. Ooh. Let's take this page. Let's see where to go.
This is fun stuff.
Is it?
Programming, am I right?
Is it fun designing, programming?
I think it's
fun.
Let's just. It's weird that we're still humans doing it because probably we could have some agent system right now that would just do this. We could just talk it into being, but that's fine. You know what? We like going old school. We like going old school.
Okay. So that's a mock-up kind of what it would look like on the page here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that yellow really does. Look at that. It really actually does make it just stand out instantly.
Even when it's tiny.
All those, boom. Because I can zoom in a little bit. I mean, because you'll be looking at it a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's
we need to do
great idea.
We need to do that, and we need to make it one of the sort bys. Yeah.
I like that. Okay, we'll switch that out today. That's a really good. I do like the yellow. That pops.
And Mama C's asking, well, what is C8 eligible? What does that even mean?
No, that's a good question, Nick. So what is that? What is C8 eligible? Did you read up on? Did you read that?
You'll be able to get all of these software upgrades. So when they start upgrading the software and adding all these cool bits and pieces, these aimifier and search functionality and all this kind of other stuff, and this whole whatever boundary node thing that they're working on, like you'll be able to do all that. Your node will, whatever upgrades, your node will get them. It will have all of that utility, and the other ones will kind of be fixed at where they're at. And they may have the option to buy those upgrades, but they would have to add them willy-nilly.
Oh, hey, Willy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are claimed free ANFI C8 compatible? Yes.
So as long as you don't transfer them or put them in another wallet, you're good to go. If you already did that, then they're coming up with a solution to fix that. So they just sell in your ANFIs that you got, and if you do, then you lose all eligibility.
Yeah.
And also, I wouldn't buy one that's not C8 compatible. So if you buy from if anybody goes and lists theirs, it'll immediately become not C8 compatible. Anyway,
why would anyone buy the one that is not C8 eligible? You might, because you might have a very specific use case that just doesn't need all that stuff. It could just be a little soldier ant. It might not necessarily need to be some big steroid juice head that's going to go storm the castle. It could just be someone that sits in a foxhole and gives information back and forth to some other guy in a foxhole. That's the way I understand it.
Yep.
And to add to that, woohoo is right.
Agreed. I couldn't agree more, Conan.
Isn't that where coronavirus came from? No, that was Wuhan.
Yeah.
I mean, not where it came from, just where they tested it for 40 years, and then but it wasn't really the lab. It was actually, coincidentally, it was just the meat market right near the lab, but it didn't come from the lab. It wouldn't make any sense that it would come from the lab where they were testing it for 40 years. It's clearly, it just miraculously came 16 meters away at the market.
Right.
Yeah, that's how evolution works. It usually puts two very, very random and unique mutations within about 16 meters of each other in nature.
Yes.
So, good.
Yes.
Evolution. All right. Let's see. When will the ANFIs we receive for having node factories converted to C when? Where's the question? Wait.
When will the ANFIs we receive
for having node factories? Oh, when will they convert? Well, they're already C8 compatible. I think they're already compatible, right? Wouldn't they be? If they're yeah.
Yeah, they're compatible. So as long as they're in your wallet, they don't show as compatible because that was literally impossible, but they are compatible as long as you don't move them. We just wanted anybody buying a node factory to know if it was going to be compatible if they bought it or not. But yours are all compatible. Also, you'll start to see those things added to the ANFI from what I've heard. So anything like the aimifier, any of that other stuff, you'll be able to know when that happens and why it happens and what it can do. I would actually like a step-by-step tutorial from Tufi on how to make money on these bad boys.
Yeah.
Hopefully he does that soon.
I think making money is a very important part of making money.
Yeah, so we'll just kind of wait for that. Oh.
Okay, do we want to go do we want to talk about some general market stuff right now?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's hit that stuff up. Then we got to talk about markets. A little bit of a pullback. It looks like not much. 0.5%.
Well, I think it's on the people are focused on the general the stock market swamp right now just because of the trade deal. The 15% trade deal kind of, I guess, is affirmed with Japan's. That's good. So at least there's a little bit more calm. Again, one more arrow slung at the Federal Reserve.
Yes.
Guy. These guys, they do not understand that. They don't understand their own definitions. I'm not going to go into a whole thing, but they don't understand even the things that they've created. They don't even understand those things. Like, imagine, Brandon, you make up a new language. Yours, it's Brandon's language. Who wants to learn it? And then I memorize, I get your dictionary, I learn all your words, and then I say, okay, and you're like, nope, that's not what it means. Like, but that's from the dictionary. Nope. Well, what does it mean? Opposite. Well, then.
Oh no.
So we live in a weird opposite world. So it is what it is. It will be this Fed meeting is going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
Because behind the scenes, you have this murk of the Jerome Powell thing. First of all, I don't think they're going to be able to slam him on perjury. He was talking in such vague terms. I don't think that that's perjury. I mean, of course, he probably didn't want to talk about how bad their renovations have gone because it's embarrassing. I don't think what he did was illegal. I think he just kind of like, no, we don't have a bunch of fancy stuff. And they're like, what about the executive dining room? What about marble floors? What about, to him, that's probably not fancy.
Yeah.
I mean, in the military, you have an enlisted mess hall and an officer's mess hall. So they probably have rank and file employees, the lowly ones that go eat at one place. And then the PhDs and the douchebaggery, they probably have their own little place to go eat. That doesn't even sound that outrageous. Like, you know what I mean? That doesn't, so I don't know. I mean, I would love it if there was something that had some teeth that Jerome Powell has done. But look, Jerome Powell and all these other guys, this whole pile, all of them, extending to politicians, they get rich by trading on insider information. All of everything else they say is all just politicking to keep their jobs. They do not give a smoke about anything else. They're not out there. They're pulling their shenanigans legally. They're allowed to cheat. They're allowed to steal. They're allowed to line their pockets. They're allowed to. It is what it is. So I don't think he's perjuring himself over the flooring on the diner, their executive kitchen or whatever. Like this dude. So this, what is it? Anna so-and-so, who's like, I'm sending this to the FBI. The FBI is going to be like, well, so what? They have silk carpets. So what? It's theirs. It's their money. The government's not paying for those renovations. The argument are his sloppy statements and sloppy management, which, by the way, those renovations started well before him, well before Powell. Would that be enough to show cause to fire him? No. And then and so you could fire him, but you know what he can do? He can say, no, ain't leaving. I'm a private organization. Take it up with the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court's not going to weigh in on this. They're going to say, hey, you haven't shown cause. They're not going to create a bunch of precedent on this weirdness. So anyway, that's my take on it. Is he a scumbag? Absolutely. They're all scumbags. Every one of them. When's the last time you saw a congressman or a senator go to jail? It's very rare. They basically have to be standing on a dead body on live television. Otherwise, they're not getting in trouble. Why? Because they're going up to judges that they may have been a part of their appointment. They're talking to lawyers that they may have helped them out in their career, like get started. Like it's all fixed. The whole thing's a fix. It's all fake. The whole world's fake. I've become a cynic over the last 3 weeks. I'm cynical.
But I don't think that you're far off. I think that's fair to become a cynic, given what we've seen. Yeah. And how we're getting taken it. I don't know. It's almost like you just got to live in your own little zone and just can't even focus on any of that other stuff.
Okay.
So just do what you can.
Should we take, did you hear, Brandon, did you hear this? Major U.S. bank is launching Bitcoin and a crypto wallet for any coin in a new partnership with Coinbase.
Hey, no, I haven't heard this.
Yeah, the PNC, the sixth largest bank in the U.S., just announced a strategic partnership with Coinbase to push a massively expanded digital asset access for banking clients and institutional investors. PNC says it will allow customers to buy, hold, and sell Bitcoin and crypto assets while also providing banking and treasury management services for Coinbase. So it's a little quid pro quo, right? You scratch my back, I'll give you access to all these people. In a press release, PNC said it will roll out an initial offering to enable the purchase and custody of crypto assets. In their words, the partnership brings together PNC's legacy of client services and innovation with the institutional-grade infrastructure of Coinbase's crypto as a service, CAAS, platform to power secure, scalable crypto access for PNC clients. PNC and Coinbase will work together to develop an initial offering that will allow clients to buy, hold, and sell cryptocurrencies. Now, what I don't see in there is transfer. I saw buy, I saw hold, and I saw sell. And I saw initial offering. So what I take from that is PNC is going to basically open up their own baby exchange to PNC clients. And then at some point in the future, you may be able to transfer assets over, but that's not what it's talking about right here. So this, to me, looks like a little baby satellite exchange. What do you think?
The freedom to transfer crypto or any stable coin or any coin is what makes crypto decentralized. If it's not, then it's fully centralized to PNC, right? It's a centralized.
I think it's a PNC walled garden, right?
Nice. Yeah, that's
they
not
want
what
the transactions happening there.
I assume it's kind of like when you were buying stuff back on pseudo Robinhood. You couldn't actually transfer your you couldn't transfer your Bitcoin to a Bitcoin wallet because it wasn't Bitcoin. It was proxy Bitcoin, it was paper Bitcoin. So yeah, you don't want that. You want everything if you have real crypto, you can transfer it anywhere in the world to any wallet. So that's what we need. So I guess time will tell.
Yeah. Node factory split at the same rate. Yes. They all split at the same rate. The advantage would be ETH over base. There's not going to be really much of a difference. One will be on ETH, one will be on base. Great. The ANFIs should have all this cool dexterity, and that's why you got You got them for having the other one. Yeah. Uptime hours, they should, yes. As far as I understand, they would transfer. Okay. Let's get off of that because everybody else that tunes into this goes, I don't know what the fuck a node is, and I don't care. I want to know about Bitcoin. All right.
True story.
Okay. Goldman Sachs and BNY Mellon to offer tokenized money market funds. Okay, so you know that there is in the Genius Act, it says that the stablecoins that are launched can't themselves earn revenue. I mean, they can't earn interest. Right? You get that.
Okay. Yeah.
You do. Okay, so that's part of it. Why? Yeah. People say, well, why did they do that? That's not new. This many years ago, this was set up where bank accounts, regular bank accounts, were not allowed to earn a high degree of interest on cash reserves, right? Because they didn't want it to compete with other products. Because banks were like, okay, well, we don't want people just parking their money and collecting a big return in their checking account, all this kind of stuff. So then what happened is money market funds were created. This is basically the creation of money markets. If you go back in history, then the money markets were created. Why? That's the workaround, because money markets could pay. And then what happened? Banks said, oh no, people are going to run to money market funds. And guess what? They did. And as they ran to money market funds, that depleted the bank's reserves, and the banks could not lend. That's back when they were handcuffed by their reserves, which they whistled bye-bye to that long ago. But it constrained banks' ability to lend, and it kind of unwound banks because everybody was moving over to money markets. This is the same shit. I'm surprised it was this quick though. So this is the workaround for stable coins. So what could you do with your stable coin? Oh, I'll just go buy their money market fund, their tokenized money market fund. Oh, great. Now my stable coins earn revenue. So you see where this is legacy finance. This stable coin thing is the Stable Coin Act, Genius Act, is going to be a big deal. They opened up a can of worms that I don't think that they understand the depths to which this is going to go. So this is going to be good. Get your popcorn. But anyway, so that's a little bit of a history on kind of money markets. But anyway, Goldman Sachs and BNY Mellon will allow institutions to access tokenized money market funds with 24/7 settlement and blockchain-based ownership and tracking. Goldman Sachs and BNY Mellon are preparing to offer institutional investor access to these tokenized money market funds. It will have real-time settlement, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, which should create more efficiency across capital markets, you would think. Clients of BNY Mellon, the world's largest custodian bank, will soon be able to invest in money market funds whose ownership is recorded directly on Goldman Sachs' private blockchain.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
I like that it's private. That's just as good as anybody with a piece of paper in the back room.
As the financial system transitions towards a more digital real-time architecture, BNY is committed to enabling scalable and secure solutions that shape the future of finance, said someone we don't care about. The initiative includes participation from industry heavyweights, including BlackRock, Fidelity Investments, Federated Hermes, along with the asset management arms of Goldman and BNY Mellon, per the release. And again, there were the ban on interest-bearing stablecoins spurs people that are using these stablecoins to go out and do interesting other things. Now, I don't know if a company incentivizes the use of a stablecoin by offering deep discounts or premium use of the asset, does that constitute returns? I don't think so. I don't think those wouldn't violate the.
Well, I guess if you buy a stable coin, what is backed by $1, if you sell it for 70 cents, you could sell it for $1. Is that a return, I guess? Is that what they're saying? They can sell it for 70 below par value?
They're saying that a stable coin, you can't buy a USDL and earn 6.3% by owning it.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Right.
If it's not getting put to work, right? I mean, you can't have intrinsic, yeah.
Right.
Although strategy is doing something very similar to that.
Well, so the development
with their new product.
Yeah. The development comes on the heels of the newly signed Genius Act, which established a regulatory framework for stablecoins in the U.S. The bill passed last week with more than 300 House votes, bans interest-bearing stablecoins. And again, this isn't an anti-crypto thing. This is going from old law way back in the day. This is not a new thing. And this was to protect bank deposits, but they're not going to, because you're still going to leave. Like, why would you park? Okay, if I could take USDL or USDF or USD whatever, my Amazon stablecoin, my Walmart stablecoin, whatever. There's nothing that says I can't go convert that to USDC, park it over at Coinbase and get my 4.4%. Nothing stops that. So you can still convert. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of convertibility these different stablecoins have. And it won't matter. Like, Walmart can say, like, okay, our stablecoin's only for use at Walmart. Okay, but we can still go to markets, decentralized or otherwise, and trade against it. We can leverage it. We can borrow. We can lend. They can't stop any of these things from happening.
Open market.
Yeah.
Right.
So the proverbial can of worms, right? Anyway, in contrast, tokenized money market funds offer yield, giving hedge funds, pensions, corporations, individuals a new tool to manage idle cash with minimal volatility. In a report last month, Moody's revealed that tokenized short-term funds have grown to $5.7 billion in assets since 2021, amid growing interest from traditional asset managers, insurers, and brokerages looking to offer clients access between fiat and digital markets. So, again, typically backed by U.S. Treasuries or other low-risk instruments, these funds function like traditional money market funds, but leverage blockchain to the blockchain data structures to issue fractional shares and enable real-time settlement. But in this case, on their private blockchain. Yeah. And so Galaxy Digital, because we care so much about what Novogratz and those losers have to say, he said that Robinhood's tokenization, because, they're tokenizing stocks and stuff like that, he says it removes assets from traditional market channels and brings them on chain, directly challenging the concentrated liquidity and activity that give major TradeFi institutions like the New York Stock Exchange their edge. Which is true. If you let the everyman participate, be careful what you get. I mean, this could be the beginning of the erosion of NYSE, NASDAQ, all these kind of sub exchanges. It could just look like crypto in a few years, where there's like 54 places you could buy crypto stock right through your bank, like through your bank trading app. Like, this could be a good old fashioned mess. But anyway, and then the last thing I want to talk about before we go behind the wall is that remember we were talking about what kind of idiots would buy the pump token, the pump.fun. They are getting massacred.
Yeah, definitely.
So early pump holders gamble on a rebound. They're already down. Well, who knows what they're down today? But as of this article, which was early, they're down about 40%.
Yeah. Well, that was to be expected. I mean, they are a max extraction platform that raised a whole bunch of money with zero promises. They still haven't even airdropped to their influencers yet. They bought back, I think, $50,000 worth of tokens or something. So anyway, it was like, it's going to continue to decline. Those guys made their money. They're done. They're out. Yeah. I don't know what people want from that platform now. Like,
that was their rug pull, you idiots.
Yes. Like,
I'm sure no one here bought that, right? Like,
nobody
no
bought
one here was that stupid, right?
No. But like, honestly, like, what were they expecting? This was a guarantee.
Oh, marble. He testified that there was no marble. How would he know? I don't think that's perjury. Yeah, it'd be cool, but I don't think it's perjury. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think so either.
All right. let's see. Please become a flat earther. Oh, I don't know. I think most of the people that I've met that are flat earthers are, no offense to you, because I'm sure this is kind of spam, but they're pretty stupid. Like, I've not met any smart flat earthers.
Well, I mean,
I'm not saying that you're not smart, but when you have any kind of really simple, just a third grader's understanding of like physics and gravity,
well,
you realize that that's not the case. Like, we have spaceships floating around the earth, right? Like, that's why your cell phone works. And like, so you're okay. I like the things that people are okay with. They're like, so you're okay with the laws of gravity? Yes. And you're okay with physics? Yes. You realize that your cell phone works? Uh-huh. And you know that's because of satellites that orbit? Yes. Flat Earth. What? What? On the back of the crocodile. But I'm sure you're kidding. Obviously, you're kidding. All right.
Obviously. Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, did you have anything that you want to talk about? Did you want to talk real quick about what the new shenanigans that MicroStrategy?
Yeah, we could. I mean, they just issued another. It's Stretch. Is this what it's called? So they have Strike, Strive, Stride, and now Stretch. So this is the last one that they're doing. This one is very similar to kind of what you were explaining. It is their stable stock is what they're called. That's what I'm going to call it, just so I can explain it to you guys. It's a stable stock. So they're going to launch 5 million shares at $100 a share. They're going to keep the price exactly at $100 a share. It's not going to move up or down. They're going to use every bit of mechanics they can to be able to keep it at $100 a share. What's going to change is the amount they're going to pay out in dividends. So right now, starting at 9% per year. And so if the price tries to go up, they'll lower the dividends so that people will sell it, and they'll use at the money. They'll issue more shares and knock the price back down, and so on and so forth, until like if it goes under $100 a share, they'll increase the dividend so people buy it. So anyway, this is going to be their stable coin generating 9% per year, and they're just going to use it as an at the money thing to buy more Bitcoin.
Okay, now I heard something interesting, and we'll go behind the wall after this, that Tom Lee, Fundstrat, super big Ethereum bull now. So he broke it down like this. When the people somebody had asked him, like, why are these Bitcoin treasury companies and then to an extent Ethereum treasury companies, why would anybody give them, basically $2 for less than $1 worth of Bitcoin? And his answer was his answer was basically, well, because the thought is that company will just keep buying, and so you're paying for their future purchases.
Right.
Which, again, I still don't think that is correct logic. I'm going to give you $2 for $1 worth of Bitcoin that I could go get $2 worth of Bitcoin, but I'm going to give it to you so that you can siphon some off, put it in your pocket, siphon some off, pay off some debt, siphon some off, pay a bunch of employees, siphon some off, do some options. You guys can go ahead and get your stock options program, your own renovations, your own marble floors in your offices, and then you'll buy some Bitcoin. I still don't get it why a logical person, but he said, well, because these companies, you're just assuming they're going to keep buying, and so you're going to buy on the assumption that they're going to keep buying. It didn't answer the original question. Why would you pay someone $2 for $1 worth of Bitcoin? Just the answer that because they'll keep buying that's still not enough. If you go to the gas station and you start pumping and yours is twice as high, you're like, whoa, what the shit? They're like, well, you're going to, why would people pay the extra for gas? Oh, well, the assumption is that the gas station will have more gas next week. Okay, but why am I paying twice as much for gas? There's still some pieces to this missing. And I just don't think, that people have.
I don't know. I think they're caught up in the frenzy of number go up type of thing for MicroStrategy a little bit. Last fall with the MNAV, what you're talking about. So instead of buying $2 of Bitcoin for $1 in November, you were buying oh wait, that's inverse. Sorry. You're buying 1 Bitcoin for $2. In November, you were buying 1 Bitcoin for $6. So the MNAV was 6 times, basically, is what that was. So people got caught up in that fury, and now it's come back down. And that's actually what Chanos was kind of doing. That's what he was doing his short bet on MicroStrategy for. He thought that, there's no reason you should be paying $2 for 1 Bitcoin. Why not just go buy 1 Bitcoin? So he went long Bitcoin. He shorted MicroStrategy with that fundamental thesis. He's like, that's the simplest math I've ever done in my life. It's going to go back to 1. Why wouldn't it go back to 1? So eventually he thinks it will trend to 1. And so that way he basically will make 50% spread on his bet, right? If you do the math the other way. So
he just has to service it. Yeah.
He just has to sit there long enough, and pay the yield. So I mean, he'll make whatever minus his service fees or whatever it is, and he'll make the money on that arbitrage spread. So that was the theory behind his whole short play. So I mean, he's right, and so MicroStrategy is defying a little bit. I mean, it's hard for me. It's hard for you not to watch it, what it's doing, and its other products and stuff. They're all doing really well. Even his senior convertible notes, they're all doing really well. I mean, if you would have bought them when he issued them, you're up 200%, or you're up a double, basically, right?
Yeah.
So good for them. They got caught up, but I just don't know long term.
But if you had bought Bitcoin, because he started issuing these last year, right?
Yeah, I mean, the senior convertibles was in November. So, I guess that is last year now. Yeah, it's 8 months. 8 months.
So
yeah,
I mean, I just think at some point people would put a Crayola to the back of a napkin and go, wait. Michael's doing it. He's screwing us over.
Yeah, something's got to, I don't know. I think it does got to trend more towards, I think Chanos has a theory that's simple that my 5th grader can understand, that I think it does need to trend to. Mara, for example, they're a mining company. They are doing the Bitcoin strategy too, and they're super mad because their stock is trading at 1x NAV. It's trading exactly at the same price as their Bitcoin treasury, giving 0 assigned value to their mining company. So they're kind of like, what the flip? How come MicroStrategy? So there's a real disconnect in between. So I think there's a lot of, I guess, hype around MicroStrategy, and that's why it's trading so much higher. And so usually hype is something that's not really something you want to invest long term in.
All right. So, let's get behind the wall. We'll look at markets. We'll look and see if there's some moves that need to be made. We got a little pullback in some stuff, so it might be you might have gotten a glimpse over the weekend and Monday of where prices are going, and so maybe you can make some moves on a little pullback like this. It's kind of like having a little baby crystal ball, like a little reset switch. So yeah. All right.
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's do it to it. Pew, 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 pew. Flat Earth. This guy.
Love me some flat Earths.
Yeah. You quickly realize it's like the idiot thing, right? Like you don't argue with an idiot because from a distance, people don't go, look at the smart person discussing something with an idiot. They just go, look at those two idiots.
Yeah. 100%.
So you just stop. You just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
You got your truth, bro. You believe your truth, bro.
We're going behind the proverbial wall now to continue the broadcast privately for the digital investors and digital private clients. If you'd like to join us, simply go to nickblacknext.com and subscribe to one of our plans and immediately take advantage of our library of tools, tactics, and information. It's all designed to help you learn, grow, and manage your portfolio like a pro. Join us now.